This is the WWE Smackdown March 29, 2024 full show results video, which takes place at Mohegan Sun Arena in Uncasville, Connecticut. The show started with a tag team match between Kevin Owens and Randy Orton versus Pretty Deadly, and the result of this match was Pretty Deadly won the match by pinfall with a lateral press from Elton Prince on Kevin Owens when Logan Paul came out from under the ring and delivered a big right hand to Kevin Owens. Post-match, Orton berates Owens for losing but goes under the ring and finds Logan, and pulls him out to beat him up. Bouncing Paul's face off the announce desk, punching away, but Pretty Deadly saves Paul and throws Orton back in the ring. Owens and Orton take them out with a stunner and an RKO. Randy chases Logan to the back and throws a chair at him as Paul makes good his retreat and hops in a car, and hauls us out of there. Back from the commercial, Io Sky cuts a promo accusing Bayley of trying to steal Damage Control's heat, in so many words, calling her an embarrassment to the company and saying she hopes she never sees her again after WrestleMania. Bayley attacks her on set as soon as she finishes and clobbers her, beating her with lamps and spearing her through the backdrop and so on. General Manager Nick Aldis is in the ring and on the mic, and he officially welcomes Jade Cargill to the roster. Cargill makes her entrance and gets on the mic and says if you ask her it's about damn time, and since they've finally put pen to paper, she wants to make herself clear. This is one of the best women's rosters in the world, but they're not Jade Cargill. The headline, a once-in-a-lifetime superstar, the Storm has arrived. Back from the commercial, a manic Isla Dawn flags Nick Aldis down to talk about changing their music or something, and Alba Fire pulls her away. Then we saw a match between Austin Theory and Grayson Waller versus Street Profits, and the result of this match was Austin Theory and Grayson Waller won the match by pinfall, with Theory countering a frog splash with knees, qualifying for the ladder match at WrestleMania when we see Bobby Lashley and B-Fab laid out backstage with Karrion Kross and Scarlett Bordeaux standing over them. Post-match, Authors of Pain attack Street Profits and beat them down. Kross, Scarlett, and Precious Paul Ellering join their compatriots as they hit a super collider on the Profits, and Bobby Lashley comes to ringside, but he's easily overwhelmed by the Authors of Pain. Legado del Fantasma are in the ring and Santos Escobar gets on the mic, and Escobar says he hates to be that guy, but he told us so and he wants us to remember and never ever forget that it was him who put Rey Mysterio on the shelf for months, and last week he beat Mysterio. He's the greatest luchador, or at least he was, and all it took was one phone call to a man who despises him to do it. Dominic Mysterio and Santos tell the crowd to shut up and thank Dominic from the bottom of his heart and apologize for not seeing eye to eye at first, but he wants to say it to his face, he was right. Rey Mysterio and the Latino World Order comes, and Rey gets on the mic and says he truly believed he was done fighting his son, but now with the two men he despises the most in front of him, he has an opportunity to beat respect into the both of them. He challenges them to a tag match at WrestleMania, and his tag partner is the newest member of the Latino World Order, is Dragon Lee. Zelina Vega fires the first shot and the situation in the ring breaks down into a wild brawl. Back from the commercial, Judgment Day are in their clubhouse chatting about how they're frustrated that Dominic Mysterio didn't tell him about going out there just now. Dom rolls up and apologizes and says he thinks he needs a doctor, and Damian Priest says WrestleMania is big for them as a team and individuals, and Rhea Ripley asks if he has anything to share. Finn Balor steps in to play peacekeeper, and they agree that no matter what they're gonna run the show. The next match happened between Legado del Fantasma versus New Catch Republic, and the result of this match was New Catch Republic won by pinfall with the Birmingham Hammer on Angel Garza, qualifying for the ladder match at WrestleMania. Paul Heyman cuts a promo and says the final boss took Cody Rhodes out by order of the Tribal Chief, and Big Jim Uso says that Jey Uso isn't going to make it to WrestleMania because Roman Reigns has ordered Solo Sikoa to take him out in a match next week. AJ Styles is in the ring and gets on the mic, and he says it's been over a week and berates the fans as the reason LA Knight attacked him in his own yard, and says he should have had him locked up, but he's got bigger plans for him. Nick Aldis said LA isn't here, but Styles will guarantee that he is, and he calls Knight out, and when he doesn't come down, AJ gets paranoid and smacks the camera operator to double check and make sure he's not LA Knight. He says he won't be playing games at WrestleMania, and weapon to a security guard who was obviously LA Knight and breathing heavily. He takes his disguise off and attacks Styles, beating him down in the ring. Knight goes and gets a steel chair, but AJ runs off, and LA tells him at the end of the day at WrestleMania he'll know whose game this is. In the main event of the show, we saw a match between Bianca Belair versus Dakota Kai, and the result of this match was Bianca Belair defeated Dakota Kai by pinfall with KOD. Post-match, Kabuki Warriors hit the ring and beat Bianca down. Naomi makes the save, but Kairi Sane cracks her across the back with a pipe, but that damn numbers game takes charge. Jade Cargill comes to the stage and takes Damage Control out, planting Kairi with a slam and staring Asuka down before standing tall with Naomi and Bianca, and the show goes off the air.